Hello all, and welcome back to Chreos Gaming. I am continuing my playthrough of the story missions in Particle Fleet Emergence. This time the mission is Ties. The objective is to destroy all enemy structures again, and the description is, an amazing discovery yields unbelievable new tools for the crew. Alright. Direct to Danu. The scanners are processing. Very interesting. There are plenty of remains here, and it looks like whoever left them put up a serious fight. I detect structures similar to the capacitive particle bursters we encountered in prior systems. Director Kami. These structures are a bit different, similar cores, but there's an extra module on each. Ogun, I'm sending the scan of the internal structure to your console. Director Ogun. Got it. Yes. Oh yes. Elegant doesn't even begin to describe them. These structures will take in energy and amplify it. Then they should unleash a rain of anti-particulate shots. Wish I had thought of this design. They have to fully charge and are offline while charging. That's necessary to get the energy amplification effect. But once loaded, look out particulate. COO Amicus. Supplying them with energy will be a mission priority then. There is also other wreckage here. Let's get to it, crew. Alright, so unfortunately, I am not playing this close together. There's rather large gaps between each mission in terms of when I play. So I have to kind of relearn the game, and the last mission I did not do really well on, unfortunately. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get these up, because these provide kind of instant energy, so to speak. So they are bonuses, and then I want Omnis miring as quickly as I can, because they will give me the more mire, the more energy, is my understanding, and then I can use the lathes to build more of these. So we'll see if this goes well. The other thing I already have 4 amp gems, and there are more amp gems here in the universe. Okay, so production here you can see is at 14. I'm having difficulty identifying what my output is. So I've got 5.8 versus, yeah, so I can't really, this is not as easy to read as the Creeper World 3, and I think even the Creeper World was, frankly. All right, so let me move this guy here so that he can, because that collected an amp gem, so it will be able to collect that new ship, whatever it is. I also, oh crud, we've already got those. So I need, what do you call it? Missile batteries to be able to deal with those. And then down here we have, let me pause this real quick. Down here we have these, basically what are like spore towers. They'll shoot energy balls that I have to get control of. So the other thing I want, now that I've got these up and those are there, I want a grabber, specifically sending stuff that way. I just want to kind of flood down there to try, oh my, because my plan, and I'm hoping it's a decent enough plan, is to come down here and try and clear this, and then worry about what's on this side afterwards, because I've got this barrier here that I can work with. I mean, once that well, the trouble is, once this gets mired, I'll have more of these to deal with, so maybe it would be better to counter mire this first, but there's so much going on down here that I don't think that's my best approach. My other concern, though, there aren't very many of these energy things, so I may actually have to function with micro tanks to be able to support Omnis on these points, which isn't thrilling, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, but that said, I do know I'm gonna need dischargers to help defend against the stuff coming from the bottom, so I'm gonna build those. And then I also know the hammer, the wolf, I think, is the one that's got a ton of missiles, so I'm gonna build a wolf down there. Take, let's see here. Should be able to recover that, and should be able to recover another Omni. And I am fairly confident that even if I try and build an Omni there, it's not going to work. So I'm going to put up a micro tank to be able to try and support that Omni. So we'll see how this goes. Now this, even though it's outside of their... Oh, hold on. Director Kami, we have collected the design for the Galcorp tanker. It makes the micro tanker look, well, micro. This should come in handy for extended combat or otherwise powering remote systems. Well, that's good because that's what I'm looking at, which is consistent with kind of the way these games play out. You start with not a whole lot, and over time you gain what you need as you need it. And I mean, from a gameplay standpoint and a tutorial standpoint, that makes perfect sense, but the game gives it a reason in story or in world for it to function that way, which is one of the things I like about the way the games have been designed. All right, Director Kami, this info cache is perfectly preserved. It is encased in metallic hydrogen for some reason. The cache's design and origin are rather unbelievable. COO Amicus, it's Abraxian in origin. I recognize the external design. Only the office of the chief executive used info caches like this. Director Kami, that is correct, Chief Amicus. It also means the contents are encrypted and we have zero hope of decrypting them. Amicus, as I recall in my studies of that time period, the decryption keys were tied to specific individuals, usually Chairman Abraxas or a member of his family. The cache would only unlock for whoever it was tied to. Kami, exactly. And since every member of House Abraxas is long gone, so is any hope of accessing this cache. You can only imagine what information it might have held. To even find it here in redacted space is strange enough. Director Ogun, bring it to the bridge and let Chief Tychon see it in person. Kami, why? Ogun, with your permission, Chief Tychon, I suggest we give it a try. Tychon, alright Ogun, I suppose a closer look won't hurt. Kami, brings cache to the bridge. Here it is. Danu, it's scanning everyone on the bridge. Low-level scan, nothing to be alarmed about. Scan complete. Kami, Ogun. Ogun, yeah, Kami? Yeah, Cam? Kami, how did you know? Chief Tychon, the cache unlocked after it scanned you. I can access all of the data. Tychon, stone-faced as everyone looks on in silence. Alright, what is in the data? Kami, give me a moment. Anna, let me, Kami. The cache contains signed root code for our Galcorp systems. It's a set of functionality I've never encountered. It will provide capabilities beyond anything any of us have ever seen. Thoth, your analysis? Director Thoth, the modifications, if installed, would appear to allow the use of amp gems to enable various capabilities or alterations in our weapons and energy systems. Some of these tech enhancements are for our ships and weapons, and some... Ogun, and some are for things we didn't even know existed until we encountered them in redacted space. Tychon, very good. Kami, once you are composed, please integrate the modifications into our systems. Kami, yes sir. Modifications complete. I have enabled a new tech button in the command console. Bring that up to access the new techs. Why the next button? Oh, because it's a tutorial again. So I come down here to tech, and now I can increase mire production, energy range. Ooh, energy range is going to be valuable. Move, build speed, offensive, defensive struck, mine cannons, emitter control. Oh, good gosh. I don't know what a lot of this means. Actually, can I... Oh, mine production increase. So increases the energy production of energy mines. The increase in energy production is proportional to the current efficiency of the upgrade. At 100% efficiency, each energy mine will produce 2 times the normal energy production amount. Alright, that's cool. Energy range should be self-explanatory. Yep, it is. Let's see here. What are Omni cannons? Adds a cannon to each Omni. The cannons will fire at particles, emergent, mired land, or any target that ship cannons fire at. The cannons prefer to fire at mired land over other targets. The fire rate of the cannon is proportional to the current efficiency of the upgrade. Okay. Benign emergent. So causes benign, mired land to spawn emergent. These emergent are harmful only to enemy particulate and other targets. The spawn rate is proportional to the current efficiency of the upgrade and the level supported by the current star system. Emergent can be instructed to rally to a point in space by selecting the Set Emergent Rally Point button from the left control area. Oh my. So I get those, basically, and I can direct where they go. That's curious. All right, well, it'll be interesting. Mine cannons I already talked to. Emitter control. Adds a projection field to each benign emitter. The direction of this field can be set by clicking on the emitter, aiming, and clicking again. The field becomes active slowly as the upgrade reaches 100% efficiency. So then each emitter functions as a pusher initially on its own. That's... Okay, so I definitely need energy range increase. And so I think efficiency may increase over time, and that's what's supposed to happen. I don't know, though. I don't know what else I want. I have 4 amp gems. I suppose I ought to have mine production increase, because I'm going to be bringing in a lot of stuff. What was land production increase? Increases the energy production of mired land. The increase in energy production is proportional to the current efficiency of the upgrade. At 100% efficiency, mired land will produce 1.5 times the normal energy production amount. Okay, so that's not bad. What are Omni reactors? Sorry about this, I'm just going through each of these. Adds an internal energy reactor to each Omni to supply energy for the Omni. The amount of energy produced is proportional to the current... Oh, Omnis are self-powered. Oh, I need that. Definitely need that. Okay. Alright, well that's just crazy. Okay, because I was going to put a bunch of amp gems into my ships, and I still may, and I think I'm going to need to, but anyway, so we can continue then. Tychon, is there anything else in the data, Director Kami? Kami, I'm still processing the rest. Even after decryption, it doesn't make much sense. I need some more time to analyze it. Tychon, crew, let's worry about why the cache unlocked in my presence later. For now, we have a fight on our hands. Alright, so we're going to pause this because I need to make changes. Okay, this is done. So I can now move it here to power that Omni. Okay. And now Director Kami says, one more Omni added to our license database, which will be nice. Okay. So I'm having some difficulty here. All right, this I then can just bring back because well, actually, you know what? Hold on. I'm going to bring this ship back because I don't have another plan for it. I'm going to bring this ship down to go get that crystal. Actually, bring this one over here. You know what? Let's reverse that. Let's bring that one there. Bring this one up. I want to try and drop another Omni here. And once that Omni is completed, hopefully it will self-power and I won't have to worry about it. Okay. Taking some damage there, but that won't be terrible. Hopefully. Okay, good. It survived. Alright, so now that's done, I can bring him over there for that. This Omni is now self-powered. I need another Omni here. Alright, and give me just a moment. Pause this. Alright, getting back to it. I need to advance. And I think part of that advancing is going to have to be... How many Omnis can I drop over here? Alright, so I'm not trying to turtle. My experience with these games from this developer is that turtling has a tendency to be a bad approach. What I am trying to do is kind of get set up such that I'm able to be productive and effective. I'm going to try and drop multiple... Oof, that's going to hurt. Anyway, multiple... what are these called? Omnis here. But because of that, I also want to give the Omnis cannons to hopefully be able to defend themselves. Yes, and so over time, efficiency does increase. So you're better off putting stuff in here. So benign emergent, okay, that's right. Now benign emergent would be a good defense against some stuff, especially if I can get this stuff really well mired. So I'm going to try that. You know what? Move build speed. Move speed increase has been a big deal that I have needed. And then what does defensive struck do? Because I forget. Adds a lathe and creates a disc of benign struck around each energy mine. The size of the struck disc is proportional to the current efficiency. I'm sure. Well, you know what? Just to get the efficiency up, yes, I'm going to put a thing on that, because when I get down here and start applying these mines, having defensive struck on these mines will be good, since one of the issues I've had in the past... Overmeyer. Okay, one of the issues I've had in the past is when I have attempted to take a mine, I've lost it because the struck fails. Alright, now I need cruisers. I need offensive ships is what it, well, defensive as well, but I need attack ships is what it amounts to. Okay, so those are active, and I believe they should be self-powered now. So now what, well, actually, you know what? I want more of them though. I want more Omnis. I can have 9, so I can fit 4 more. I'm hoping that when they mire, basically it stacks. And I'm hoping what I'll be able to do is sort of slowly just leapfrog them down. Oh, crap it. I didn't realize. Hold on. Oh, those are what shoot the shock balls. For whatever reason, I thought that's what these were. What are these then? I don't remember what those are, but if those are shooting the shock balls, I need my defenses further forward, basically. And that's these guys. So I'm going to put them on the edge here so that they can kind of... Yeah, so they're surviving now. Alright, and that's miring, that's good. Alright, now I'm getting these building, that's also good. And I don't know if I need to maintain mire once it's complete. I might as well keep the defenses going. Alright. So let's see here. These two are done. Now what I need to do is I think what I can do is leapfrog the 2 tank ships to be able to supply the other ships. And let's grab the Joven. And I wish I could put amp gems in my ships. I'm going to see whether I should have put amp gems into my ships instead of what I'm doing. But I'm going to see if I can get down here and take out this mine and then take advantage of this as a secondary rally point to come attack this side. I need to take a number of components out down here, and I really wish I could remember what these two are doing, but I can't. And basically, short version, I'm just going to hope that these can keep themselves alive. And we'll see how this goes. And that increased speed is already proving very beneficial. Okay, so what is your range? Let's move you up, move you up, move you up. Move that up to help assist. Alright, so they're destroying struck and oh my. Well, that's not terrible, especially if a lot of it's absorbed into the miring there. I don't think miring has a level, so I don't think that's going to be a major issue. Alright, this guy's at the edge of that other one, so let's get everything moved up here. I'm short a destroyer, so we'll bring in the destroyer. And then I need to bring down a lathe if I'm hoping to be able to take out that mine. this is the Joven. Okay, so this is the... Alright, I'm going to move him back over there. Alright, so there's the lathe. I should be able to get this mine active. Okay, with that mine active, I don't need that there. You know what? I also need a hammer, because the hammers are good at just breaking through Struck. Although I've already basically broken through. Oh wow, that is huge as far as the effect of having additional speed. Good grief. Okay, so this guy down here seems to have been doing a decent job of defending that. In the mire down this... Oh, what'd I lose? Cruiser. Why did I lose a cruiser? What happened? Oh, wow. That's why I lost a cruiser. Okay, hold on. I need to bring a cruiser back in. I was not expecting that level of assault, which makes sense. I mean, there's all this stuff. The way the AI seems to work is to respond to proximity, and so it does make... Oof, is that gonna... Can it even move? I don't know if the Joven can move. Yes, it can. Okay, good. But it makes sense that as I attacked, it would adjust and come in. I have used the command ship as an assault ship before, sometimes foolishly, and I have lost it unnecessarily and been unhappy about that. Alright, hold on. Enemy energy mine destroyed. Oh, awesome! So I got enough miring going that I was able to take out the enemy energy mine there. What that means... Oh, if it weren't for the level of flow. I'm going to leave this guy down here just to assist, and then I'm going to try and get this one to come over and build my own energy mine. Because if I can get that going, that will help reduce the... What's going on here? The only problem is I have to defend it. So to do that, I'm going to bring down some Omnis to deal with the miring there. Alright, so now I have a hammer. I can use the hammer as a shield, which is just humorous to me to think that that's basically how it works. Alright, so they've got that going. They're taking out the Struck. I'm going to leave those two up there. I don't know if I have to leave this guy there to continue miring. But, alright, so yeah, the hammer is gonna take that. Is it called the... Yeah, it is called the hammer. Okay. But man, there is a lot. Oh, cruiser destroyed. That's bad. And it was destroyed. Oof. Okay, so there's another cruiser destroyed. The Joven. I am not able to really handle, even with the hammer. Okay, I'm not able to handle the amount of stuff that's being output with the attack power that I have. I've got to figure out what my alternative is. I thought I had enough, but obviously not. Now, I can set an emergent rally point. So if I set that down there, and I'm flooding this down there, I'm hoping that what I can do is kind of counteract the amount of stuff that outputs. Because what's going on is it's basically able to build up this large quantity and then just output it. And so if I drop a grabber here and start sending that stuff that's just kind of floating down here into there. Oh, and the cannons are going. Okay, so the cannons will... Dang it. Alright. So I got to start the grabber further back. The cannons will definitely help, as long as I can keep them powered. Hopefully they'll be able to make that a reduced quantity. And this isn't bad. I mean, the miring that's going on, everything else, these three appear to be keeping this pretty well. It's just that... And actually, you're not doing anything. Let's move you up. Alright, and this one's slowly taking on the Struck. Okay, so if I can move up just a bit... Okay, oops, this is the pusher. Nope. Come back. Alright, I'm Am I going to lose a ship? Yep, there I lost that ship. Alright, get back behind the hammer again. So no, I'm not in a position yet where I can handle the level of output that's going on. So I need a Joven. Dang it, what did I just lose? The hammer. Okay. Oh, this is terrible as far as how this is going. Oh no, that's bad. I don't want to lose my... what do you call them? Wow, my tanks. Man! This is crazy just how much this thing's able to output. Now, with that done, I might be in a more effective position to actually address... Shoot. So this is the trouble I had previously. I don't know that I'm being too aggressive, but basically there's just so much stuff out. And even with these cannons taking that down, what is this? Is this an issue? Is it not that they're coming from there, but instead coming... Yes, this is an issue. Alright, so... Oh, jeez. I'm just losing. Okay, and I lost my... Yeah, that was not wise of me. Alright, 14 seconds. So let's just kick this up real quick. 5, 3, 2... Yeah, and I lost a bunch of stuff because of it. Corporate age crew, drop it back in. Well, that's frustrating. Alright, I had not realized that this was a producer. So I've been trying to fight over here this whole time, and really what's going on is that that's the problem. So bring this down. I'm not sure if a grabber's gonna help with that. So for now, we'll not use a grabber. I need to bring back in a cruiser, a Joven. I need my micro tank back, because that sucked. I need a hammer back. Let's just get all of that started so that I know what I'm building. Bring in another cruiser. And I lost my lathe, so I need to bring back... Man, that set me back a lot, not knowing that that's what I was looking at. I should have been paying a lot more attention. I'm going to need to do something very similar down here, because I think this is constructing struck. So this isn't actually much of an issue at all, which is frustrating, because I should have recognized that. And this is only really caring when there's stuff near it, but there is a lot of production going there. So can I get a grabber to come over here and aim this stuff that way to assist? Without too much trouble, because the cannons are handling this without an issue, I think, at this point. That's not a problem. This, on the other hand, is a significant problem. And basically is why I am taking as much longer as I am than what I should have been to get this done. As if I'd just gotten here initially. Come on. Get it done. Nope, pull out. Alright, so I lost another lathe. The grabber's done, but isn't able... There we go. Now it's pushing it. Oh, there's just so much output. Well, let's bring you over, because I think the cannons can handle what's on the other side. Shoot. That was another lathe. Not the lathe. I don't know what I lost. Cruiser, probably. Grr. Should not be losing resources like this. Alright. Why is the pusher not working anymore? Is it not getting power? Oh, it's been shocked. That's why. There we go. Okay, there. Alright. Let's try and bring the lathe down again. Alright, so yeah, bringing in the counter stuff appears to be helping, but man, there's still just way too much of a flood. As long as it hits the other ships instead of the lathe. And now it's going to start attacking the lathe. That's going to... Oh, good. Alright, so that's that producer down. Oh, good grief. That was ridiculous. And it's primarily because I just wasn't paying enough attention to what was going on. So, oops. Alright. You know what? Let's see here. Let's put you facing that way. Let's bring the micro tank in to cover you. Bring this up. Because if I can take out this stuff first, it'll make getting to this one easier. There we go. Yeah, now that I actually am attacking the right location, this is simpler. Of course, with those shock balls, I'm going to have to wait until the energy regen happens, but that won't take too long, I'm hoping. I could also take my ship in and get that. As long as I don't fly through the struck, I should be okay. Yeah, this would have been much simpler and much quicker if I had initially started with that. Where did the other tank go? Because apparently this doesn't have power to... There we go. So that guy's dead now. Alright. I don't know. Maybe... Oh, I was too close. Okay. So now, if we can get the lathe in to kill this thing, which I think we can do. I still don't remember what these are. Do I have a second lathe? Where's my second lathe? What did I do with it? Hold on. Pause this. Alright. Oh, you can click on them. Awesome! It was up here making sure I kept things built. Okay. But now I can bring it down here to assist with killing stuff, and I can actually bring the command ship over for the same reason. More energy beams focusing on something should kill it faster. And then the other thing I need, pause this real quick, is I need to try to take out the components of this faster so that I can get miring onto it. And I don't think I can set waypoints, so I don't want to fly over the mired land or through the struck specifically, because doing so will damage the ships. So let's get this guy here to assist. And then will this be able to hit from there? I hope so. I'm not sure though. Alright, then that can continue. Yes, it will. Okay, awesome. I've got 3 going. Sort of. Alright, so that's that dead. Now all I have to do is actually deal with the struck and stuff up here so that I can get in there to kill that. Alright, which means I can probably actually start looking at how I'm planning on assaulting this. Except I've got those energy balls coming in. Yay, that's 1. Yay, that's 2. Okay, good. I can kill those. So it's not like there's a lot here, it's just fairly built up. And these, unfortunately, were only useful on this side, so maybe I should have fought that side first. I don't know. I'm not sure what the best approach was here. Oh, hey, the lathe can hit in there. I didn't expect that. So that's going to be handled now. So what I have to still deal with is this forward assault. And what I'm looking at is, if I take the stunners out first, I actually expect that'll be a good idea. There we go, that's dead. And there's some decent anti-mire going on there. Oh, yeah, and so long as I've got Mire down there. So I need to bring an Omni down to help with miring that. Alright. Now, if I take the tanks and the hammer, I need to rebuild the hammer and rebuild another cruiser just so I've got as much firepower as possible. And the lathe can move up. Alright. So if I take the tanks, this is the big tank, which is fine. But where's the micro tank? I'm gonna keep the micro tank. Actually, you know, maybe that doesn't make sense, putting the micro tank back. Because the big tank can feed the micro tank. And if the micro tank can handle more attacks, then it might be, you know, what's the grabber doing? I can't cross this barrier with the stuff coming from the pusher, so that's not going to help me. So frankly, the grabbers aren't very useful at the moment. Instead, I want to bring defensive equipment up. He can stay because he needs to be able to keep the disabling energy ball things. So I need to bring that one over so that those ships are defended. Alright, so anything that isn't commanded yet isn't green, yellow. So this lathe I'm going to need to attack. So everything I think is moving now except the command ship, which I'm going to take because I need as many resources active in this as I can get. But basically, I just want to get over here and take the stunner out. That is the goal at the moment. Okay. So let's see if this lathe can do that. Of course, it has to make it through stuff that's harder to deal with. Well, stuff that slows you down, basically, is all that means. Alright, the lathe is able to hit. It's just a question of whether it has enough energy while it's able to hit. I need to get defenses down here and over here. Alright, the lathe is almost done. There we go. I'm actually going to run an Omni over here. Nope. Move. Dang. It got hit and it can't move while it's been hit. Is there energy? Oh, one of those got hit. Okay. That's bad. Alright, so it's back up. Now we've got energy again. You know, I think doing the same thing down below is actually a good idea. Let's just take those out before we actually start. So let's move everybody to, well, first off, move everybody over here, because I don't want to cross through that. That looks like it would be highly damaging to try and cross through. Alright, and then after that, and this stuff is all, so now let's set new emergent rally point over there, so that the emergent is attacking that thing. Okay. Now that you guys are not going to get blown up, let's move you down here. We will put the big tank, no, not the micro tank, where'd the actual tank go? There's the tanker. The big tank will go here to be able to supply. And then where is the lathe? There's the lathe. Let's put the lathe right there. Get the command ship up to help speed up the process. Where's the micro tank? There. That's covering everything. Okay, because with those dead, I don't have to worry about expanded ships being taken out. Alright, I'm going to take this guy, move him over to mire that, and then basically bring these back in and just go for a frontal assault this way. I think it'll work this time. The biggest issue I had before was just that I wasn't paying enough attention. So I kept getting... No! My Omni! Why did my Omni die? That was interesting. I wonder if my Omni died because it takes damage from the red stuff. So let's clear that out. Now let's move the Omni over and see if it survives. Alright. So we'll start with the hammer. Get other stuff in with it as well. But now I don't have to worry about stun attacks. It's amazing how much less complicated this is now. Really should have paid more attention initially there. Okay, so I don't need those guys anymore, which is fine. I'm gonna have the hammer kind of come in and sit there. Move everybody else up to try and do as much as they can. Don't need the pusher. That'll work just fine. I'm trying to clear out some of this. I wish I had the ability to use this, but it's all just going to hit there and mire there and not do me any good, unfortunately. Now I know if I bring the lathe over, it'll start getting attacked. So if I bring it over and try and fall back, will that let me get chased? Not really. Okay, so what if I bring the hammer up, basically move everything forward to try... Let's put the lathes together. Alright, now the hammer's definitely getting focused on, which is its job. Okay, let's get the lathes over. We'll see if they can... Nope. Yeah, that wasn't going to work. On the bright side, they do appear to have cleared most of the struck that was there, and that was the second lathe dying. That had not been my intent. I had not been trying to do basically a suicide mission of lathes, but I suppose it was as effective as I needed it to be. I used the 2 tanks on... Oh, and it's already rebuilt back up. Okay. Do I need to attack the one in back first because it's resupplying this? Because the hammer's not going to survive this much longer. Alright, what... Dang, speaking of... Okay. Well, there are a number of bonuses that I'm using that I don't need now, that were primarily helpful over here. So if I come into tech, mine production increase, I don't need, but it's good. Move and build speed increase, I definitely want. Defensive struck isn't valuable now. I can't... Oh, release. There we go. Omni cannons aren't... what was benign emergent? Oh, no, that's still being useful, because that's attacking over here. Omni cannons, though, I don't think is useful now. Because they're not actually defending against anything. Mine production's probably not necessary. Energy range increase I want to keep. Move build speed if I keep losing stuff I definitely need, and I'm definitely using Omni reactors. So I gave myself 2 amp gems to work with. If I take an amp gem and put it on him, that'll increase fire rate and stuff. And then what else should I put the amp gem on? Let's put an amp gem on the Jovind. Okay. And see if that makes any kind of significant difference. Yeah, there's still just so much there. I kind of wish I had... Well, not just kind of. I do wish I had a portal that allowed me to send stuff to either side. I'm trying to figure out what my options are in the absence of that. Alright. Let's see here. If I leave that tank there, his range right about there. So then if I take this tank and move it down. Oh my. That was a mistake. I'm trying to figure out how to mount an assault on this mine up here. Well, it's not a mine, but on that provider up there. Well, is that enough for me to bring the lathes up? Probably not, but I'm going to try it again. We'll see how badly this goes. That lathe's getting... Yep, that went badly. Okay, fall back. I think it may slowly heal over time, but I'm not 100% confident about that. Okay. Maybe I can use the hammer to sort of set up a shield wall. The ships are definitely surviving better with 70. Are they slowly losing health? Maybe. Nope. Let's see here. Let's move the hammer up. Pause it. Because now that the hammer's moved up, I also want to move the lathes up, and I'm having trouble doing so. Because they're taking advantage of the hammer. Come on, just a little bit more. There we go. Oh, well, that was a bit crazy. Alright, so now it's just this huge blob over here that I've got to worry about. I think I'm basically still trying to work out what the appropriate strategy is. I've been able to do so in Creeper World 3 fairly well, I think. But I'm still getting the hang of the logic and stuff behind this. Get him to the very edge. Alright, get the Joven up because it's got the amp gem. I don't know how much production this thing is doing. I'm going to see if I can increase the speed to... Okay, they're still on the edge. Need to get those in place to be ready to respawn. How far is... Okay, everything's on the edge of it now. It seems to be working. So we move the... And everything attacks the hammer now. Move the hammer back again. No, the hammer dies. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Cancel. Pause real quick. Got it a little too close. I wanted it there as a defense, but I wasn't quite ready yet to have it get flooded. But there seems to be little enough coming out now that I'm able to handle it for the most part. So if we move these up, yeah, they got one of them. But hopefully the other is able to finish the job. There we go. Oh yeah, that was terrible. Alright. I knew we would prevail, or the CEO Tycon says, I knew we would prevail. We needed to innovate, but I knew this crew would succeed. Have we learned anything else about this system or the information in the Abraxian cache? Kami. Yes, the derelict structures we have encountered are all Abraxian technology. They were built as part of a secret initiative conducted over decades by House Abraxas. It all took place here in redacted space. COO Amicus. That explains why the tech is unfamiliar to us. But why? Does the information reveal the purpose? Kami. Anna, perhaps you would like to explain. CEO Tychon. Why would Anna need to explain? CTO Anna. It's alright, Kami. Everyone should know that it was absolutely necessary to keep secret what I am about to tell you. It was necessary to... Director Danu. Spatial disruption detected. Rift space incursion imminent. We need to get out of here, now. Tychon. Jump us to safety. Engage. So apparently there's some secret related to Anna. She looks a lot like... I can't remember what the name of Abraxas' daughter was, but frankly to me she looks the same, or very similar, but at the same time that's just because she's the only blonde one in the group, probably. So submit the time. How bad was it? It was 1,540th. I mean, there's people who did worse than me, so I guess that's good, but yeesh, that was not a good time, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm going to have to get better at figuring out what the strategy in this is, but for now that is it for mission 10, and next time it will be mission 11, Secrets. Thanks all.
Hello all, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button below. You can also subscribe using the channel image in the center of the video. If you are interested in more content in this video series, to the left is a link to the full playlist. Alternatively, when it is available, to the right will be a link to the next video in the series. Thanks all.